The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to New England on Sunday to face the Patriots. New England's installed as a 6-point favorite on BETDAQ. 44 is the total in this game. This is a critical game for Pittsburgh. Their backs are really up against the wall now. The Steelers 2-5 this season, but they're not out of it yet. They're only 2 games back of division leader Cincinnati, 2 games back in the loss column, that is. The Bengals have lost 3 games. So the Steelers, they can still do it if they get on a little bit of a run, but they have to get on a run. They cannot be losing any more games. And as we said, they are 6-point underdogs in New England on Sunday. Now the Patriots, to hear all the talk, you'd think the sky was falling, but they're 6-2, alone atop the AFC East, cruising along just like normal. However, if you've seen them play, you know it's not like normal, especially on offense. New England ranks in the bottom half of the NFL in yards per game, points per game, and passing offense. They're only averaging 209 pass yards per game. That ranks 23rd in the league. Very surprising. Now, the reason is obvious. Tom Brady has had nothing to work with in terms of weaponry throughout the first half of this season. Danny Amendola, who is expected to be his go-to guy when he was brought over from the St. Louis Rams, has been banged up, which is, of course, his history. He's been in and out of the lineup. They finally got Rob Gronkowski back a couple of weeks ago, but even with Gronkowski back in the fold, the New England offense hasn't exactly been humming. Last week at home, they managed just 3 points and 25 passing yards in the first half against the Miami Dolphins. They did wake up in the second half of that game. They scored 24 points, ended up winning the game by 10. However, the Pittsburgh Steelers are not the Miami Dolphins. The Steelers, excellent on defense, fourth in total defense, and second in passing defense, second in pass yards allowed per game. So is Tom Brady going to be able to get that offense going in this game? Based on what we've seen this season out of New England and what we've seen this season out of Pittsburgh, you'd have to say no. Expect New England to be held below 24, 28 points again, which is par for the course for this Patriots team this season. And that's one reason why I do have a Pittsburgh lean here. Feel like 6 might be too many points in this situation. The Steelers, as we mentioned, excellent on the defensive side of the ball, and they're starting to improve on offense. Now, listen, they're not good on offense, 28th in points scored. They're only averaging 18 points per game right now. But they've been playing better the last 3 or 4 weeks than they did the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. And the New England defense, I believe, is due for a big step back because of the injuries they've suffered. The Patriots are currently 5th in the NFL in points allowed. They've been playing very well on defense so far this season. However, they've lost their best 2 players for the rest of the year. Defensive tackle Vince Wilfork, middle linebacker Gerard Mayo. Aqib Talib, who's their best cornerback, he's been in and out of the lineup. He is expected to play this week, but we just learned today the fullness of it. We just learned today that Tommy Kelly has been placed on IR, which will end his season. That's very unusual because Kelly practiced on Wednesday and Thursday. He did not practice Friday, but no major injury was reported, and yet he has been placed on injured reserve after losing Vince Wilfork. For the Patriots to lose another defensive tackle, that is a blow, no question about it. So I believe that New England defense is really going to fall apart over the second half of the season. Now, the Pittsburgh offense hasn't been lighting anybody up, and I don't expect them to hang 30 points on New England either. However, I think they're going to move the ball. I think they'll have some success. I think they're going to score enough points to keep this one close. I do like Pittsburgh here, +6.